South Dublin County Council provides extensive and varied public services to people who visit, work or live in South Dublin County. It serves a population of over 250,000 people. This series of access guides aims to highlight the importance that South Dublin County Council places on ensuring that it delivers equal access to its services. By removing barriers to mobility and connectivity, South Dublin County Council can provide universal access to public places and information.
Well, I think the nature of public buildings has changed if you think about it over the years. Now, you only have to look at old public buildings, courthouses, cathedrals, or whatever it might be. The way in which you now look at a public building is to say, well, the first thing is it opens up, it hits the street properly and is very welcoming. And I think we've achieved that in many of our public buildings in recent years.
The extensive work that South Dublin County Council has undertaken in making your county a more accessible place is underpinned by strong public policy such as the Disability Act 2005 and the Barcelona Declaration.
Well, the key piece of legislation that informs and guides our work is the Disability Act 2005. But even before that, we would have been signed up to and very committed to implementing the Barcelona Declaration, which is a European-wide declaration encouraging cities to make their administrative area and services more accessible to disabled people.
Implementing accessibility in South Dublin County involves delivering many physical changes to the built environment, as well as providing all the necessary IT and online services that include people with a wide variety of requirements. Delivering accessibility can mean different things to different people. By making public buildings and spaces physically accessible, providing the right technology that allows a person overcome a barrier to accessing information, or educating our staff on how best to assist those with specific requirements, South Dublin County Council is delivering on its commitment to creating a county focused on accessible services for everyone.
If you think about it, there are real physical problems about barriers and about steps and ramps and all of those, but I think to some extent, when you've solved those and when you suggest that there's a world beyond those, you suggest a world of inclusion and a world of participation. And that's a really powerful thing for us nowadays.
From accessible parking bays, automated doors, loop systems at public desks, to lifetime adaptable housing, specialist computer software and tactile signage, South Dublin County Council has implemented a wide range of measures designed to make your county accessible to all. The idea that public buildings be accessible is at the heart of providing an inclusive county.
People have to be able to come into an organisation and to be able to get a form that they need if they're blind, or to be able to hear people if they have a hearing impairment, or also if they're a wheelchair user to be able to have access to it at the counter and to deal with the person they need to deal with. I think it makes people feel that they have the confidence to be able to come in, and it's not an unusual request for them to come in and turn their hearing aid on or take a private room. I think it's very important for them.
If you come in to an environment where it's friendly and welcoming and inclusive, and where you don't have to search for access, where access is just there as part of the general service provision, I think it really makes a difference.
You're arriving now at a counter where people are ready for you. So you might have a lower part of the counter to accept the fact that we're going to deal with you at that level, or as braille or whatever else it might be, assisted hearing or large print, those types of things. So that creates a welcome, and that's what you want. You want the building and the customer services for people who are preparing those things and working in those areas to be fully focused on the equality agenda and saying, well, you're welcome into this building, and this is our demonstration of that. Now you're welcome to do business with us. We want you to do business with us on an equal footing.
The access problems are somehow integrated into design so that you're really not conscious of them. And I think that's the ultimate success, when you look at a building and you don't have to think about access. Somehow it's so clear that you're welcome in, it's so clear what you have to do, and it's so clear that all the people around you of different abilities can do it equally well with you. So it's generous, it's free, and it somehow invites you in. I think if we achieve that in buildings, we're really a long way ahead of where we were years ago.
The public library service is an important focal point at the heart of the local community and aims to be proactive and dynamic in addressing its varied needs.
Public libraries are one of the last few really democratic public buildings where everybody is welcome, irrespective of who they are or where they're from. And so from design stage, it's terribly important that we realise that every single member of the communities we serve must be able to have access to the building, to utilise all the services, to be welcomed and feel welcomed, and to have a neutral space where they can just relax, read and enjoy all of the services. So accessibility is central to design.
The philosophy behind the provision of services, again, has always been, to achieve maximum accessibility. And that even starts with issues like the opening hours of the library service in South Dublin. We actually have the longest opening hours of any library authority in the country. So it goes, if you like, from the opening hours right down to the types of library materials that we have available to our customers and everything in between that.